Here's something else they don't tell you about spiritual awakening. No one tells you that it is time for the divine masculine to rise. It is time for men to take our places in the spiritual realm. And I don't mean take over. I mean to position ourselves in the spiritual realm alongside the divine feminine. And I'll be the first to say a lot of them are already ahead of us. And I don't say that in a competitive way to say that they already made it. No, because they definitely got their work to do. But for us, we have our work to do, which means that we have to start healing. It is time for us to release the attachment to the unforgiveness that we have held for so long. There's no way that we can actually embody divine masculine energy while we are still holding fear, anger, frustration, hatred, unforgiveness. There are parents that we have to forgive. There are ex-spouses that we have to forgive. There are family members that we have to forgive. We have to forgive us. We have to forgive ourselves, because once we release ourselves from these spiritual anchors, that opens our emotionality and our spirituality up. Now, one of the advantages that women have over us is they have already been in the emotional realm. The emotional realm is a connection to the spiritual realm. And since our world and our society has told us to never be emotional, we have been shut out of the spiritual world. And what we've done is forced our way to the top through religion. But in the spiritual world, that's not how it works. You don't get to the top. There's no competition between masculine and feminine. We coexist equally, the yin and the yang. We both need each other. But we can't have that happen unless both parties are moving in a place of spiritual growth and healing. And that healing for us means we have to work through our traumas. For me, as a man, that meant I went to therapy. I went to coaching. I went to counseling. I went to all of these different places. I am a huge proponent of going to counseling or therapy. And for those people that I already hear them right now, oh, it's not going to work. Okay, well, try it. Try it with the intention that you want to get something out of it, and then come talk to me after that. I guarantee you, you're going to get something if you want to. And the reason I talk about it that way is because there's a level of accountability of showing up somewhere, of being vulnerable with someone else and learning how to do that in a safe space. And that's what therapy was for me. And by no stretch of the word am I saying that I'm better than any man that hasn't done that. I'm simply saying that there is a path that we can follow if we want to go along that healing journey. But we cannot do that as long as we're still holding on to these 3D principles of power and control, of men being dominant and us having to be rulers of everything. It's time to let that go and actually go inward, go into our heart space where we were meant to be. You are supposed to have logic and heart. You are a combination of both. And so I'm not calling men out when I say this. I'm calling us in. I'm calling us in back to our heart space. It's time to recognize that we are not in competition with the divine feminine. The competition is within ourselves. To move from that untapped place in us, that grounded space of love that we have, but we have not learned to use yet. It's time to start activating that. And so for all you ladies listening to this, I know you're all out there clapping for this, but you got to understand what that means for you. You need to know that when a man walks in his divine masculine energy, there are requirements and standards for you now. You don't get to exist in his space unless you are about evolution and growth, which means you have to be in your divine feminine. We all have work to do, but specifically for us men, we are behind. We need to catch up. Let's start healing ourselves and get to the place that we're supposed to be.